podcast girl here, and I'm going to talk about my moving jaw. This one has a moving jaw, and most moving jaws require a hinge or elastic, and this one doesn't. And it's actually, you pretty much build it exactly the same way as Noone, but this guy has no moving jaw and this one does. Most people use a plastic canvas base, which I don't. I use plastic bubbles. Plastic's durable, and so, you can hot glue, it's fine. I usually use about one per head, what I tend to do. Two if you're making big ears like this. But you can get them free for £1, so that cuts down cost straight away. I just cut them. So when you do it, I tend to do a base that goes around here, cross, and then I tend to do one coming down, and then down across here. Then you have another one that goes around your chin, and then you build your jaw like that. And you build your snout the same way. So as you can see, if you don't know if you can see, let me just grab the camera. As you can see here, you've got, this is coming down from my chin, cheek from the top. This goes around my chin, and this is the top of the lower jaw. So when my chin moves, it just bends the plastic slightly. The plastic durable enough to move and not to. So to make a non-moving jaw, exactly the same way. To go inside this guy, with the gloves. I always keep the gloves inside the head, which I keep them. As you can see, go exactly the same way. And then here's the bit that goes on my chin. And the plastic is a good inch, as you can see. Whereas in the other one, only about that big. So if you want to make a non-moving jaw, you make it thicker. If you want it to make a moving jaw, you have to have a thinner one that has some give on it to move. I'm not saying this couldn't move, but it's just so thick it won't. But look, this superior point will move. It's just so thick that it won't. And that's what I wanted for this guy. I didn't want a moving jaw, I didn't want to do anything. So that's that. So if you're going to make a furhead, you need to do the plastic thing, and then you build up funds. There's two ways to build up funds. There's one where you do big chunks and you sculpt in. Well, I'm not very good at thinking like that, so I tend to do bits and bits and bits and bits and build it up, and hot glue it all and make sure it's secure, and that works for me. As you can see in here, all the little chunks, and you build it up like a jigsaw. And it's the same thing with this guy over here. He's just built up. And this guy, everyone keeps asking me, how did I do that? He has light up eyes. These are just battery powered Christmas lights stuck 3 together as the thing goes on, and then stuck it inside. And then how do I see it? Actually, it's at an angle. The gap here, which is the gap I see out of. The vision's not great, but it's enough. And I also see, because of the design of this guy, his mouth is meant to be permanently open, I also partly see for the mouth. This guy, on the other hand, has the basic moving eyes. And to do these, get thorgth or I've used polygon. And if you can see, it's 3D. So you make a ring of white sun foam, and this is all see-through fabric. This is what I see out. And from thing, it doesn't look like it's in-depth, and they tell you. Oops, sorry, shadow. Okay. So things you're going to need to build one of these. First of all, you need plastic canvas or this nice durable flexi stuff, which I use. So, in whatever colour you want. I use this stuff because it's the only stuff that I can get hold of. It's quite short and it's got lots of stretch in it. which means when I make the hood, no gap, because it's got enough give in it to let my head in and out fine. Scissors. You also need a scalpel, but I've learned if you cut the fur at an angle, you tend to miss the hairs, and you don't end up with one of the sharp edges. But I recommend do use a scalpel. You flip the fur over, like this, so, one-handed, and you cut on this side of the scalpel. Go through a bit like that. Needle and thread. Just so you can start off a few bits if you need to. You need to sew neck on and all that sort of stuff. And then you're going to need hot glue stick. This is a giant one that does not fit in my glue stick, but it's like $1.50 for the normal glue stick, and this one was £2 and you got like 10 of them, and I thought that's a bargain. So if you're like me, you don't recommend this. This is a DIY how to do hot glue stick if you don't have a hot glue gun. Fail. You take your hot glue and you take one of these, and you be careful not to burn it. And so if you don't have a hot glue stick and you want to make a hot glue gun and you want to make something, you don't have enough money to buy a hot glue gun, buy a lighter. Pretty much all you roughly need to make a fur head. You do need, I just remembered, you do need paint. And I know it sounds really stupid to need, paint is a must. Paint, this is my head, paint you use around the edges of the eye. Now this guy's got pretty black eyes, because it's what I wanted for him. And you don't have to, but I think it gives him more definition. But you need a colour to go on the edge of the sun from here. So then, if not you don't get the look of it. This guy, even with this guy, I had to use paint. You can't really see it all the way around here to cover up any sign that was missing or anything. And I obviously used a lot of paint here. Okay, now for noses and teeth. As you can see, this guy has a nose. This is sculpted from this type of foam. It's very thin, it's a camping mat sort of thing. And it's in Poundland, so it was like nearly 2 meters for £1, so I got a load of that. And all I did was build it up 1 layer, 2 layer, 3 layer, added some extra detail. The only problem is, as you can see, the paint does come off if you chip it. But you can always touch that. The teeth are made exactly the same way on this foam, so you can see they bend, which I don't recommend. But I did it purely on safety reasons with this guy. So then normally for you would use like a clay. And this is soft. I'm not American, so don't say sculpty to me. There's really stuff by the same people that do sculpty over here in the UK. And you bake it in the oven, it's absolutely classic. Look out for that I found mine in Hobbycraft. It actually says the title and it says by Sculpty. It comes in packets about that big. Sorry, I don't have any to show you. You sculpt the teeth and the nose from that if you want, or if you're cheap and you don't have to. This is sunset foam, and I just painted on it, and it's pretty effective as a whole, but roughly I would not recommend it on a plainer outfit. If I do this nose on alupuppy, it wouldn't look as cool. But in this guy, because he's got so much going on, it's fine.